Welcome! In this video we'll be factoring by using the greatest common factor method part 2. Let's take a look at our first example. Factor the expression 5n squared minus 30 completely. Notice that 5n squared minus 30 consists of two terms. Let's go ahead and factor each term individually. The 5n squared can be broken down or factored as 5 times n times n. On the other hand, the negative 30 can be broken down or factored as negative 1 times 5 times 6. Looking for the greatest common factor, we see that that happens to be a 5. So we can factor that out and we can say that 5n squared minus 30 can be rewritten as 5 times n, which is n squared, minus 1 times 6, which is negative 6. So therefore, we can conclude that 5n squared minus 30 is equal to 5 times n squared minus 6. You can actually check your work by distributing the 5 over the two terms here. Notice that if you multiply 5 times n squared, you will get the 5n squared, and if you multiply the 5 times the negative 6, you will get the negative 30. Let's see another example. Example 2. Factor the expression n cubed minus n squared completely. Once again, notice that this expression consists of two terms. So let's go ahead and factor each term individually. The n cubed can be factored as n times n times n, whereas the negative n squared can be factored as negative 1 times n times n. Now notice that they both share an n as a factor, but they share another n as another factor. So we have a common factor of n times n, which is namely n squared. So we can factor out an n squared from here. And we can see that that n squared will be multiplied by n minus 1. So we can say the following. We can say, therefore, n cubed minus n squared is equal to n squared times n minus 1. And notice, if you were to distribute the n squared over the two terms as follows, n squared times n, you'll get the n cubed, and then the n squared times negative 1, you'll get the negative n squared. So that concludes this particular video where we were factoring by using the greatest common factor method part 2. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.